In this section of the PPST, we are going to look at linear area and volume measurements. One of the linear measurements that you will be familiar with for the PPST is the perimeter. The perimeter is just a measure of length, therefore its units are in units of length such as centimeters, meters, feet, inches. The perimeter is really translated into the around measure. And for polygons, such as triangles and quadrilaterals, the perimeter is just the sum of the lengths of all its sides. For example, in our parallelogram that has one dimension of 4 centimeters and the other side of 5 centimeters, the perimeter is given by the sum of the 4 sides. So we would take 4 plus 4 plus 5 plus 5, or the total distance, it would be around the parallelogram, which is 16 centimeters. For a circle, we often call the perimeter the circumference, and the circumference is given by the formula pi times the diameter, where pi is approximately 3.14. Therefore, our circumference can be written as pi times d. We will also recognize that our radius is half of our diameter, so another familiar formula for circumference is equal to 2 pi times the radius. In our circle, therefore, since the diameter is 4 centimeters, our circumference is equal to pi times 4 centimeters, or a little over 12 centimeters. Area of a shape is defined by the number of square units that completely cover that shape. Since we're talking about square units, our measurements are in things like square centimeters or square feet. In our rectangle that is a 3-inch by 5-inch, we could see that we have a total of 15 square inches that completely cover this shape. So the area of this rectangle is given by 15 inches squared, or the area of a rectangle is length times width. Other area formulas that we should be familiar with are the area of triangles. The area of a triangle is given by 1/2 base times the height. If we were given a triangle, our height goes from one vertex and drops perpendicular to the base. Therefore, if with a base of 7 and a height of 4, our area is given by 1/2 times 7 times 4. Half of 4 is 2, and 2 times 7 is 14. So I'd have 14 square centimeters. For parallelograms run by squares and rectangles, the area is just given by base times height. So for in this parallelogram, we have a height of 5 and a base of 6. Therefore, the area of this parallelogram is 6 times 5, or 30 square centimeters. Circles have an area formula of pi times the radius squared. Therefore, in our circle with a radius of 5, our area is pi times 5 squared, and 5 squared is just 5 times 5, or 25. So this is approximately 3.14 times 25, or about 78.5 square centimeters. Volume is the amount of space occupied by three-dimensional figures. Volume is typically measured in cubic units such as cubic inches or cubic meters. Capacity is the volume of a container given in terms of liquid measurement such as gallons, fluid ounces, or liters. So if we want to find the volume of a rectangular prism, we know that we would have to take length times width times height, giving us a volume of 60 centimeters cubed. Finally, we're going to look at scale drawings. Scale drawing allows us to indirectly find the measurement when we have a scale, such as a blueprint or a map. For example, on this map up below, a 1/2 inch equals 4 miles, and I want to know what is the distance between Onalaska and Sparta if the map shows us the distance is 2.5 inches. One way I could solve this is set up a proportion. I know that 1/2 inch is to 4 miles is the same as 2.5 inches over x. Cross multiplying, I have 1/2 x is equal to 4 times 2.5, which is 10, giving us x is equal to 20 miles.